Whose cardio is more soul-crushing during the peak of the season?
It's got to be.
Who has the more brutal weight cut? Who disagrees? Whose body feels worse the morning after a bad day at the office? Who has the more brutal weight cut leading up to a major event?
I'm going to go boxing on this.
So you disagreed?
Yeah. It depends who you are. Some people don't have to cut weight as boxers, I think, but in my head, all the jockeys are starving themselves. Is that right, Franny?
Yeah, but I just think boxers take more weight off on the day, or, you know, leading up towards it. Yeah?
Next one is the fear factor. Which is more terrifying, stepping into a ring with a heavy hitter or being in a pack of 20 horses going at 40 miles an hour?
I was never scared. Getting hit by someone, I'm going to go boxing. I wouldn't like it.
Disagreed again.
We're being too nice to each other. I'll tell you why. Do you know why I said that? Because I was never afraid to fight.
Yeah,
but I've never been on a horse before, and I know I would shit myself.
Yeah, it's difficult, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the mental game. Who needs more strategic patience? A boxer waiting for a counterpunch or a jockey waiting for a gap in the final furlong?
Oh, I'm going to have to stick with that.
None out of three so far. You're disagreeing with each other on everything.
I thought, yeah. No, boxing.
You disagree, Franny?
Yeah, go on, Franny.
Because waiting for the gap and the pressure's really on. So waiting for the gap for it to come, oh my God, oh la la. You could be, you know, as your old trainer used to say to you, Carl, keep a cool head in a hot kitchen. And I think you have to do that.
Recovery. Whose body feels worse the morning after a bad day at the office?
Easy one for me.
Just disagreeing again.
What?
You've had a 12-round fight.
You've flipping broke your rib and punctured your lung and collarbone in the same race.
Yeah, but that's everyday general, right? That's not everyday general. That's just so, if I done a collarbone, yeah, but you've been in a 12-round fight in a grueler.
You have a sore head for a while.
Carl, you're being too nice to me.
He was telling me about his injuries so he come off a horse, broke his collarbone and his rib and punctured his lung. I mean, I've got sore hands and that's it. You know what I mean?
Okay, the equipment. Is it harder to master the hand-eye coordination of boxing or the balance and hands required to steer a racehorse? You've disagreed on every question.
Jesus. This is
But two different sports, aren't they?
Yeah.
Two different disciplines.
And I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's like. Franny, you should only ask Franny this question because he's boxed. He's done both.
I've done both.
Okay.
But not at his level.
Fair.
Far from his level, by the way.
Is it harder to win a championship in boxing or in horse racing?
See, well, them titles, they're no gimmies, and neither is you're competing against a lot of people in both. Fucking tricky. Let me know what he's put up and I'll go with him.
Well, he's voted.
Oh, is it harder? Well, if you're good, ain't you? Do you know what? It's a fucking tough question now. A world title. I'm going to go with that. It was a tough one for me, that.
Franny, what have you said?
I said boxing because I know how hard it is. A real, wow. Do you know what? I could actually do that because I know how tough it is for the both sports.
Carl, what have you said?
Well, I've said horse racing because you said championship, and there's that many championships in this game, boxing game at the minute, that It's difficult to win the major ones, isn't it? But there's a lot of clowns winning titles as well. And I don't think there's not very good jockeys winning championships. I think they all have to be very, very good.
That's a nice way to put it, Carl. I like that. Can I go racing then?
Reflexes. Who has to make faster split-second decisions to avoid disaster?
These are tough, these. I'm going to have to say because, yeah.
Carl, what have you said?
Boxing.
Franny, what have you said?
I said racing because that's where if you make a wrong decision in a split second, disaster could
You
happen.
might be dead.
What?
You might be dead or a broken back or something.
Yeah, do you want to switch to racing, mate?
No, I'm staying where I am.
You can take one on the chin, you're all right if you miscalculated it. Okay.
Whose cardio is more soul-crushing during the peak of the season?
Whose cardio? Ah, it's got to be.
Carl, what have you said?
Boxing.
Franny, what have you said?
Boxing.
I think you have to be very fit to be a jockey, obviously. In my opinion, all-round fitness, I think boxers are some of the fittest athletes on the planet.
And I'm going to agree with Carl because I've done both and I know what level you have to be in for the boxing. 12 threes, oh la la.
Final one. What would feel like a bigger rush? Hearing the final bell, knowing you've won, or crossing the finish line at Epsom?
What, I'm not winning, just crossing?
In first place.
First
In first
place,
place.
right,
Win,
okay.
haven't you?
Yeah. Not in last place, in first place.
100%.
Carl, what have you said?
I've said the Epsom one.
Franny?
Epsom.
Yeah.
No contest.
Yeah, because you said winning just hearing the final bell and
Knowing
winning a
you've
fight.
won. Knowing you've won, yeah.
Yeah, any fight. That's
Any fight or
yeah, no, or a big the derby. All right,
Let's
easy.
say in a world title fight.
Well, that's different now. It's a different question, isn't it?